So just what happened to me was I was very young and pretty innocent, and I trusted, but when I met Jerry, he said he owned a house, so we were pretty good in the clear to have a family. But what actually happened was he had child support payments, and he was in the red. He actually did not own the house at all, and he was way behind on like 4 or 5 credit cards. So we lived in a little apartment. We didn't have a house, like he said. And then on top of that, we eventually took out some money. He did have some retirement, but Gail had gotten half of his retirement. He got fired from his job, and we ended up taking a new job in Virginia. But that's not a good way to start a marriage, lying about your finances. So then he lied about a loan, $30,000, and we were up to our ears in like bills and house expenses, and I had decided to take every month and just consider that our savings. But we would have lost the house if Randy had not made good on that car payment, which he had just graduated from college. And so Jerry knew I would have said, no, we can't do a $30,000 loan because we'll lose the house. And that's when I tackled Jerry after I just had a baby and hadn't gone on my medicine. I was honest with Jerry in the beginning. I said I have bipolar, I'm on medication. Jerry refused to be honest about his alcoholism, and that's what broke up Gail and his problem in the teenage years, with him apparently taking the kids to the beach and partying, which teenagers don't see that's a problem, but it really is. You have to set limits for teenagers, and I think his limit setting with Randy was just punching him in the nose. So and then just the frightfully horrible things he did to my children with substance abuse and not setting limits. I think the reason Katie and Randy really pulled out is not just for their experience, but seeing that he did to me and my kids. And he's a con man. He's just a con man. He's a salesman that tells lies, and he's a con man. And it's not ever going to change. And he was very generous with his money, whether it be drugs or alcohol. It didn't matter. He needed leadership, and I gave some leadership to him in the right direction, to the point that I just couldn't take his drinking. And he didn't care about the personal relationships because he doesn't have them, because he's not honest. He doesn't have intimacy. He can't have a true friend because his only true friend is alcohol. Sorry.